Deep in the heart of the Whispering Woods, nestled high in a magnificent tree, lived 5 adventurous siblings. There was Omar, the strong and brave leader; Kareem, the clever inventor who could build anything; Sammy, the observant puzzle solver who noticed every little detail; Layla, the agile explorer who could climb and leap like a squirrel; and Nora, the kind-hearted animal whisperer who understood the language of all creatures. Their home was a wondrous treehouse, filled with secret passages and cozy nooks. One bright morning, while tidying their special attic room, something shimmered behind a stack of old books. It was a map, but not just any map. It was ancient and glowed with a soft, magical light. This wasn't a map to gold or jewels, but to a place far more special, the legendary Centennial Garden, a garden that bloomed with magic only once every 100 years. And according to the map, it was blooming today. Without a moment's hesitation, their adventure began. Led by Omar, they followed the glowing paths on the map, their hearts thumping with excitement. Their first challenge appeared sooner than they thought: the Giggle River. It wasn't water, but sparkling, fizzy lemonade that bubbled and fizzed. How do we get across? Layla wondered, peering at the wide, bubbly stream. Kareem, the inventor, grinned. I have an idea. He gathered oversized lollipops that grew like reeds along the riverbank. With some sturdy vines and a few clever knots, he quickly built a bouncy, colorful lollipop bridge. One by one, they carefully crossed the fizzy river, laughing as the bridge wobbled beneath their feet. They had passed their first test together. Next, the map led them into a winding maze made of giant, brightly colored flowers. But these were no ordinary flowers. They were singing flowers. Each one hummed a different tune, creating a beautiful but confusing melody. It's a maze of melody, Sammy exclaimed, his eyes wide with fascination. The paths twisted and turned, and every corner looked the same. They were lost in a symphony of petals. Sammy put a finger to his chin. Listen closely, he whispered. The flowers aren't just singing. They're singing riddles in a rhythm. He listened carefully to the patterns, tapping his foot to the beat. Follow me. We need to follow the flowers singing the happy, upbeat tune. Sammy led them through the maze, turning left at the daisies humming a cheerful beat and right past the tulips singing a bouncy rhythm. Soon, they emerged from the other side, the sweet songs of the flowers cheering them on. Their journey continued until they reached a deep, wide chasm. There was no bridge in sight. Just as they began to worry, a group of tiny, chattering squirrels popped their heads out from a nearby tree. Want to cross? One squeaked, holding up an acorn. You'll have to beat us in an acorn tossing contest. The squirrels were mischievous but friendly. Omar stepped forward. We accept your challenge. The contest began. The squirrels were fast, tossing acorns into a hollow log with amazing accuracy. But Layla, with her quick moves and sharp eyes, was even better. She gracefully leaped and spun, landing every single one of her acorns perfectly inside the target. The squirrels chattered in amazement. You win! They cheered. True to their word, they pulled on a hidden vine, revealing a strong, sturdy bridge stretching across the chasm. The siblings thanked the squirrels and hurried across. As the sun began to dip lower in the sky, they arrived at the base of a small, glowing mountain. It hummed with a gentle, whispering energy. But their path was blocked by a grumpy little dragon, no bigger than a puppy, who was sniffling and puffing tiny sparks of smoke. "He's lost," Nora said softly. She wasn't scared. She knelt down and spoke to the baby dragon in a soft, soothing voice, asking what was wrong. The little dragon whimpered, pointing a claw towards the top of the mountain. "He couldn't find his family." Nora gently patted the dragon's head. "Don't worry, we'll help you." Together, the 5 siblings helped the little dragon climb the Whispering Mountain. Nora comforted him, Omar helped him over the big rocks, and Lila scouted the path ahead. When they reached the peak, a magnificent mother dragon was waiting, her eyes filled with relief. She nuzzled her baby, then turned to the children with a grateful rumble. As a thank you, the mountain itself began to glow brighter, and a hidden path of shimmering stones appeared, leading them onward. Just as the last ray of sunlight disappeared, they followed the stone path through a curtain of sparkling, leafy vines. They had made it. Before them lay the Centennial Garden. It was more magical than they could have ever imagined. The plants glowed with soft, bioluminescent light, casting rainbow colors all around. Fruits shimmered like stars on the trees, and the air was filled with the gentle music of talking animals and twinkling fireflies. It was breathtaking. They spent the evening exploring the garden, marveling at its beauty and sharing the glowing fruits. As they sat together, watching the magical lights dance, they realized something important. The garden was amazing, but the best part of their day wasn't just finding it. It was building the lollipop bridge, solving the flower maze, winning the acorn contest, and helping the baby dragon. The greatest treasure of all was the journey they shared, the fun they had, and the way they worked together as a team. They knew that with their family by their side, they could face any adventure that came their way. Thanks for watching our story. If you loved the adventure of the 5 siblings, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more magical tales. See you next time.